Hey everybody, it's Cam. Hope you're well. It's Sunday, March 7th. It's 20 minutes after 3 p.m. here, so futures have been out for 20 minutes. And as expected, both Nasdaq and S&P 500 futures have gapped up. So we'll look at that off of the COVID-19 relief bill. So they're moving higher. Bitcoin's moving higher. So we'll look at the futures Bitcoin price and then look at potential plays for this upcoming week. So let's first look at the E-mini S&P 500. So you see here on a daily, just been downtrending. Talked about the video on Friday that the key level for SPY is going to be 386 to 388. So right now, if the market opened, SPY would be sitting around 386. So could be in there. Good news for this thing to move higher tomorrow morning pre-market. We here looking at futures, you see we did gap up right above the 22 EMA and basically touched it already in the first 20 minutes. So we'll look to see if that acts as support here on the daily to move higher. Let's go down just to the hourly side of it. See on the hourly, oops, get rid of that. Hourly here on the move now, we are outside the active trading range, so this could very well pull back here on the thin volume for Sunday's futures. Maybe pull back, uses 200 EMA on the hourly as support as well. But you see here just the volume from Friday, just crazy amount of buying. You got the pin bar around, this is for 8 o'clock, but 8:30 is when all those buyers came in. And you can see a lot of green here on the second half of the day. Our side's up here touching almost oversold. You see we were that way on Monday and sold off a little bit Tuesday, so you could look to see this maybe move sideways or sell off a little bit to find some support before it moves higher into Monday's open. But with that news, you'd expect basically a lot of the tech stocks to come back. If you look just here on the watch list here I have on the left, a lot of the tech names are still beat down. Tesla still smacked. Apple only up 1% on Friday. Facebook had a better day in tech, almost up 2.5%. Snap down, Shopify down, Fubo, Roku. So a lot of tech names are down, so you look to see them come back. And then obviously your reopening names, right? So your Boeing, your airlines, CCL, Carnival Cruise. So you look to see a gap up on those on reopening sentiment as more states are joining. Texas, Mississippi, Connecticut, West Virginia on opening up as well. So we look to see money rotate back into those sectors. So from here, let's go look at Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is back up above 50K. So here we're looking at a daily chart. So kind of hit the low on this pullback last Friday, but got a lower wick, held the 43K level, pushed back higher into the 50Ks, and then Thursday, Friday, when the market was selling off, Bitcoin also sold off. It's becoming more correlated to the S&P 500 stock markets as these companies buy Bitcoin, get on their balance sheets. But sell off Thursday, Friday, bounce back just with the markets. Got another inside doji bar for yesterday, Saturday, and then here Sunday, getting a pretty good breakout green bar right here. But you see we do have some overhead resistance in this 52K area. You can see it better on the 4-hour chart here. So in this upper 51s to up to 52, we do have some resistance, right? So we poked 52 once, poked it twice, couldn't get through, and then sold off here on the 3rd. So that was Wednesday evening. And so we'll look to see if we can break through that 52 level again and then move up to this 54 zone. As you see here in the past, we did have basically 3 days worth of consolidation right at that 52 level. So that volume right now is acting as resistance overhead. But if we poke through that, that'll act as support for this move to go higher for Bitcoin. So we can get up to 54. And so with that, the typical crypto stock names we've been looking at got beat down pretty heavily this last week. So if we look at SOS here, so you see Wednesday when Bitcoin, hit that 52K mark where we touched $9, and then by Friday sold off all the way down to 525, but had a good bounce back into the 6.5 range. So with Bitcoin gapping up, markets gapping up, we could look for these names to move up as well. Especially in pre-market, they move pretty strong. So this will definitely be a watch for me first thing tomorrow morning. So SOS, Riot, Mara, Canaan will all definitely be on watch, and it's just I haven't figured it out yet, but it seems like one of them will move more than the others, and you just have to figure out which day which stock's going to be. SOS or CAN have been the big movers, but it's just every other day type deal. So if you look at CAN's chart here, similar move, but it peaked Wednesday pre-market, and then it's just basically been selling off. But buyers came in right about the $17 level, pushed us back up to the 20s, and as you see here, just it moves pretty violently pre-market. So like last Friday, we're down at the $15 level, gapped up pre-market, basically opened at 18, so that's a 20% move just in pre-market hours. Got a lot of movement here after hours. So these stocks are pretty volatile to hold overnight, so they usually just look to enter on pre-market and then play the pre-market momentum move, and then you kind of just see like last Monday's not a good example, but because it continued following the move, but the pre-market moves kind of changed off the open, right? So this Tuesday, moving higher pre-market, sell off. Higher pre-market Wednesday, sell off. Thursday, dropped, but we got push up and then sold off later in the day. So it's just play the pre-market action and then wait for the open to see how the stock's going to move to re-enter for a long or short position. And I do believe they may or may not be on an SSR. So CAN was only down 3% Friday, but it did touch 17, so that would be 20 down to 17. So yeah, they're going to be on SSR for Monday, so could look for the play to go higher. I think another sector that's going to be interesting to watch is electric vehicles, right? So Tesla's gotten smacked, so all the way down. So basically just this week we were 720, touched down to 539, and to zoom out longer picture, from the high here in January at 900 down to 539 in a little over a month. So that's a pretty considerable move. That's 350. It's almost a 40% drop in the stock in a month. So I'll look to see if this can rebound quickly, and along with the other EV plays, like Nio's been smacked. So we can look at Nio. Nio's got smacked, broke this support trend line here. You can see it better on the daily. Right, so we kind of were moving in this range and then sold off real hard. Sold off once earnings all the way down here to basically $32, $31.91. Got a big bounce back up in by the buyers on Friday, pushes back up to the 38 level. If you watch like stock mode videos, he always says 38. It's kind of like his floor base level, but it kind of got wrecked Friday. So if the weakness does come in again, there's not much volume here. Still in the low 30s. There's base here in the 20s, but not a lot of volume here in the 30s. So if this gets weak, it's going to drop quickly back down to that $32 price point. But the one that'll be a watch for me is going to be XPEV. So similar, Nio broke that downtrend line, been selling off real hard. Buyers also came in on Friday, but XPEV has earnings this week, so it'll be on watch to see if it can, provide a boost to the entire sector. It's got earnings tomorrow actually, so look to see if it can get back into its trading range. So if you zoom in here, right, so basically been trading outside its trading range for 4 days, which is not a very common thing. We're way in the oversold area, so we could look to see this bounce pretty quickly on positive news. And you see there is kind of did have a sell-off down in here into a low volume area where the gap, right? So we gapped here, filled the gap. Now we'll look to see if we can bounce off that and move higher with its positive earnings, if they do report positive earnings tomorrow. We'll at least look to get back to this 200-day moving average here at 34.5. So that could be a considerable move, since we're only at 28 right now. So that's $6. So that's a 20% move if we can get there quickly on positive news, market reacting to the positive news, and volume coming in for the stock. As you see, the last couple of days, volume has been picking up. So 38, 40 million in the last 2 days compared to 20 in the teens volume. So look to see if the interest is there from investors. So that's all I got for you guys in this video. Hope you guys got something out of it. Hope you guys had a great weekend. As always, if you got something for me, let me know in the comments and I'll get back to you. And we'll see you in the next one.